Welcome to episode 3 of our Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead Prison Break series. And in this episode, I think I'm going to turn around and go back and fight those zombies that are coming out of the prison. I was doing some thinking and looking at my items, and I think I can take them. It would be really beneficial if I could clear these zombies out of the front entry of the prison, because I've already got an established food supply, water, and raw materials in those first few entry areas that I've been through. So if I can manage it, I would much rather do that than just take my chances by running through the woods and trying to get to some houses and hoping that I can get some kind of water or some kind of drink. So I think I'm going to turn and fight these things. So let's give it a try. I'm full health, and I've got the infection resistance trait, which has served us well so far. I don't have my trusty and favorite spear that I like for the reach attacks, but I've got a gun with 100 rounds. So I think I'm going to switch to the pistol and go after that brute, see if I can take him down with the pistol, and then I'll have to gauge from there exactly what I'm going to do and how many zombies come out at once I start firing this. I may switch to the throwing sticks to try to take down some of the normal zombies, and just kind of depends on what's going to happen, so we'll just have to see. But I think that's going to be a better plan than me trying to traipse through the woods and just hoping for the best and going into an unknown situation. So better the devil you know than the devil you don't. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at our inventory real quick. So I'm right at the limit of my volume, or pretty close to it. I believe I'm going to have to drop some things in order to get this done. So I'm going to drop a few items, then I'm going to switch to the Beretta, and I need to keep the Tonfa on me in case I need to switch back to melee. So if I do a drop command, right where I'm standing is fine. I won't need any of this for this current fight. So I'm going to drop this real fast. Then we're going to try to wield the Beretta. Cool, we've got enough space to store the Tonfa. Alright, so we've got the Beretta with 15 rounds loaded, and then it will take time to reload it. Well, I doubt I'll be able to do that while the fight's going on. So it's going to be 15 rounds, and then we're going to be switching to our Tonfa and throwing sticks. So let's see what we can do. Here comes the zombie brute. I'm going to wait for him here. I want to get some distance between me and the other zombies in the entryway there. Hopefully this is far enough out. Alright, so we're going to let him get a little closer. With a pistol, I'm going to be really bad. I have no skill at it, and I'm going to have to let him get pretty close. So we'll see how our aiming does. Yeah, still pretty bad. One more space, right there. Only 27, but that got him moderately injured, so I think I'm going to go to run mode. I think he might be as fast as me, so I don't know if I can gain any ground. Yep, I can gain a little tiny bit of ground. One more space. There we go. We'll do some aiming again. I'm going to let him get pretty close this time. One more space, right there. Alright, another 29. He is heavily injured. We've got the stamina to do this one more time. There we go, right there. Maybe two more times. Alright, how we doing? He's severely injured. I'm going to try to fire without moving. Oh, we didn't quite get it. Oh, alright. So, we got him in 5 shots, so I'm really happy about that. What's he got on him? Nothing on him. We're going to smash the corpse, that way he does not come back. And I think we've got a standard zombie out there too. I'm going to switch back to the Tonfa. And we're going to toss throwing sticks at him as he approaches, and then we'll beat him to death with a Tonfa. Whoops. Should be able to ignore that. Alright, let's start throwing these throwing sticks. Wow, was that a bad throw. We got a couple of hits in. That first one was a headshot for 45, so he's heavily injured. I'm still in run mode. I need to be a little careful I don't totally exhaust myself here. Not getting much luck. Here we got a couple of more. How's he doing? He should be pretty close. Severely injured. I am almost out of stamina though. Alright, there we go. Okay, so far so good. Smash him up. And let's add... Did I run out of throwing sticks? I guess I did. Let's add throwing sticks to my auto pickup list. That way I just have to step on them and it'll grab them for me. Oops, switch back to walk mode so I don't use up all my stamina again. Alright, let's go back up here. I cannot afford to eat any more biscuits or rice until I can make sure I can get back in that building. So there were, if I remember right, 4 or so other zombies other than the brute. The brute up there, and then at least, I think I saw at least 4 others. So we've got a few more to kill. I'm going to hope that I can draw them out one at a time. See one in the entryway there. I just want to get close enough that he is coming towards me. I think this guy is. Alright. Just wait here, regain our stamina while he gets a little closer, and we'll start throwing. Love low-level throwing skill. But our throwing just increased to level 1, so that's going to help us. Alright, that worked out. Pick up all of our sticks again, smash that corpse. I believe these are all resurrected corpses. They're zombies that were originally killed by the robots that were wandering the halls. Once I cleared the robots out and I slept and let enough time pass, the zombies got back up again. So, because they hadn't been pulped, they were able to resuscitate, or whatever you want to call that process. Alright, there's another one there. Pull him out. Come on, you. Alright, a couple of hits would be nice. 1 damage and 1 damage is not gonna get it done. That's better. 58 and 59. I love how I go from 1 and 1 to 58 and 59. What's he got? Just my throwing sticks. Alright, so far it's going just fine. I think there was at least another 1 or 2, and you can see the broken gate there where they came out from. I can hear at least 1. Alright, another stair down. Looks like we got some items down here. We might get some use. Processor board. Cash card. Leather pants. They're filthy, so that's not going to help us. Battery. Alright, everything's filthy. There's a bunch of corpses here. I need to smash these corpses, but I'm worried about moving any further in. Make sure I slow to a walk and wait for a bit. It is very dark, so I've got the advantage of the... well, there's one. I've got the advantage of the darkness. I can see in and they can't. It's going good so far. Alright, what can we see in the area here? Ooh, some lemon lime soda right where I'm standing, so I'll drink that. I'll grab the cash cards. Let's sort this. So, tools. Ooh, a hacksaw and a hammer. Both very, very useful tools to get a hold of. My weight limitations are going to be a problem pretty quickly, though. I'm debating grabbing some filthy cargo pants. It's really dangerous to do so because you're likely to get infected if you get hit in the location that they cover. Alright, well, let's drink the lemon lime soda. That got our very thirsty status down to just plain thirsty, so I'm happy with that. I didn't see much else really here other than those two tools, so let's move up a space. Alright. We'll grab the hacksaw and the... Whoops! Yes, I didn't realize you got that close that quickly. Alright. Smash that one. I gotta get back over here and start just smashing every single space. Get rid of all these zombies before they stand up again. Alright, any other corpses that I can see? No. So everything is showing as pulped. Alright, so now let's take a look at this list again. So cash card, cash card. Alright, there's 3 of them, all top of the pile, so easy to find. Raw materials I don't care about. We'll grab the batteries. And we'll grab these cash cards. They're all light. Gotta remember to turn off my run mode. I keep forgetting that. It's dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Okay. I'm not going further into the cells that direction. I can't imagine there's anything useful in any of these cells, so we're just going to leave. I think I've got the area fairly well cleared out now, so I double think that we'll be safe. So, oops, got the mobile turrets up north still firing at things. Probably the zombies are getting back up on occasion and they're just getting shot down again. I'm fine with that, as long as they don't let out any more of those brutes that can knock down the doors. That's where I really had the problem. Alright, my fire is still going. Cool. Let's check our local area here. So we've got our pot with 2 clean water. We're going to drink both of those. And we are slaked. Thank goodness. Now, we've got a bunch of bread. I haven't improved my carrying capacity at all from when I left, so I've still got the food items up next to the car. I'm debating whether to leave this stuff down here and use it as a return to base, or what to do. I've got a lot of cooked rice out there. I cannot carry that bottle with the other food that I have up top, but I think I will grab the jug of water. And don't think anything's changed here. Not really. But I think I'll leave the rest of this here as a stockpile I can come back to. We're going to take the water up top, and I'm going to use the vehicle that's up top as kind of a rally point for some items, so it's a little quicker. So we'll just head back upstairs and carefully make our way back outside here. Alright, everything's still clear. Here's what those viewing rooms look like from the outside. So, for people looking for strategies, if you have a prison escape map that the random factor does not give you any light of any kind, you should still be able to bash your way up here, and there's just enough light on the other side of these windows that you can craft. So grab the raw materials that you need for your lockpicks and your crowbar. Come up here, sneak your way around those turrets if you can. If you can get to either of the viewing rooms here, there'll be just enough light on the other side of these windows for you to craft. That will enable you to make your lockpick so that you can try to pick that final gate right here to get out. So that's pretty much the process. So if you just get unlucky with the random nature and you get no light sources whatsoever, you can't craft without light, then all you can do really is grab some 2x4s and pipes and just bash your way through the wooden doors until you get up to this area. You will have to get through... No, see right here you've got a door you can get through. So you'll have to come up these stairs, come through the door, then you have to sneak your way past that set of guards, so you'll have to come up this way. It'll be a rough go, but you can do it. Just takes a lot of practice and patience. Then you'll have to get to this door, smash it down. Once you get inside, you'll be able to craft. So craft up some lockpicks and then work your way back around, pick this lock, and that's your way out. So it is possible, but it's a lot simpler if you do manage to get something that will generate fire or a flashlight that you can craft by. So, alright, that is my strategy tip for the prison break, and I never spend more time than that in the prison area. I just don't think there's enough worth of items and value down in the prison to go searching through all those cells and to risk running into more brutes and worse down there. Usually I'll just break out, and as soon as I can, I take off. So I'm sort of sticking around the area just because we've got a pretty clean entry and exit point to some resources that we don't have the storage capacity to carry around with us. So we are going to use the back trunk of this vehicle as kind of a temporary storage point. So let's drop in here our batteries, gallon jug, the hammer and hacksaw. We've got a hacksaw and a hammer. I don't have a wrench. And before I drop those, oops. Go ahead and drop that stuff, and let's pick up the other items. We'll leave that. Alright. I might be able to finagle my favorite setup now. Let me look through my options here. Go away, stupid squirrel. Alright, I butchered the long rope into short ropes, so we got 5 short ropes. Now I'm going to butcher again just a single short rope into 6 long strings. Perfect. Alright, so we got 4 short ropes left and 6 long strings. Now that gets me a little closer to what I want. I'm also going to need some metal. I need metal to make a spike. That's just wires. But up here we've got just wires. This one's scrap metal. Alright. With the wire, or with the scrap metal, I can make a spike. Alright, and then with the spike, you can do a makeshift bayonet, but that's not what I'm looking for. I can't remember the exact sequence. I want my knife spear. So I need a heavy stick, no problem, and a rag. And then we are good to go. I'll have my reach attack weapon. Alright, so for a rag, I actually dropped some clothes in the prison, but I think I'm just going to take off my briefs and cut them up. Yeah, definitely going to be the best choice. So we're going to take off our briefs, drop them on the ground. And cut them up. Oh, cut them up for nothing. We could not salvage a rag. Alright, let me check. Remove. Nope, need screwdriving and bolt turning for either of those. Alright, we're going back in the prison for a minute. I don't think there's any clean clothes up here. I'm going to have to go all the way back down. Actually, we can get them right here. So we're just going to smash the bed. Lots of rags. Alright, how many can we carry? Just grab as many as you can. Alright, that grabbed 4. I think that'll be enough. Still hearing zombies around the area, so... Alright. Knife spear. And that's because I believe we are in range of a 2x4. So, that's what I want. No problem. Grab the knife spear. Drop the tonfa for the moment. Alright, let's take a look. That makes me really happy. So now I've got my reach attack weapon. That's my preferred starting early game weapon until we get some other stuff. So now I can do my poke and walk away type of moves. So I'm happy there. Let's now... We're actually doing pretty good. I need to drop some things in the car and then come back and grab that tonfa. I still want to keep the tonfa as my bashing weapon that I need to switch to, possibly. Come back here, we're going to drop here. Let's drop all the raw materials, don't need to be carrying that with me. I'm going to drop the hammer and hacksaw also. We'll go back and get the tonfa. Alright, how are we doing on space? So that still leaves 2.5 liters of space. And I think things operational there. Worst case scenario, we can can't close that door, huh? Alright. Ah, the door's been destroyed. Both the doors have been destroyed. Alright. I was saying we could hide from the rain here and possibly sleep, but probably not now. So there's a zombie cop in range, or in sight. Where is the zombie cop at? Oh, he's down there with an eyebot. Hopefully they're fighting each other. Eyebot is uninjured. The zombie cop's heavily injured, so yeah, Eyebot's definitely going to win that fight. I'm gonna probably move away before that Eyebot comes up and peeks at me. So let's do a final check here. We've got a little bit of space. I'd love to take the gallon jug of water. That's just too much. I don't think... In order to free up enough space, I'd have to drop some things I really don't want to drop. Thinking of dropping the ammo. Let's bring this up and reload it. Alright, we've got 15 rounds. Actually, I might leave the ammo. I'm really going to try to avoid using that gun. 15 rounds is either going to get me out of the trouble I run into, or it really won't help me to carry around all this extra ammo. I'm not likely to be able to reload on the fly if I get into that much trouble. So let's drop the ammo here, see how much volume that frees up. Pretty good amount, actually. Can I grab the jug of water? Still cannot quite grab it. Alright, anything else I can afford not to take with us? Want the lockpicks. I gotta have the crowbar. Don't want to get rid of the tonfa, so it's down to some throwing sticks or some more rice, and I'd rather just carry the rice with me and make do. So let's eat some cooked rice, eat some more rice. Alright, so we're full. Let's take a look at our map. So I don't think the plan has really changed, so I still need to head up this way, skirt the hospital. That's just a total death trap. I'm not going in there. We'll just have to see what kind of zombies we've got up in this area. My hope is to get to these houses and break in. Now it is the middle of the day, so not the best time to try to be sneaking into a populated area. But I really don't have any other choice. It's either that or just go scrounging in the forest for a bit and hang around the prison until nightfall. I'm trying to think what I might get out of the forest area that I could use now. Not much. Don't want to head down to the swamps. We could try survival mode in just the forested area. Now, let's at least scout out the road and get away from this eyebot and cop, so we're gonna go ahead and get moving. Alright, out to the bend in the road. We're gonna cut across this way. Nothing on my map but turkeys, rabbits, and rattlesnakes, so I'm not worried about any of those. What's that? 0.8 liter one-cylinder engine laying in the middle of the road. Alright. Alright, so that's a good sign. There's a house right at the end of a street with a empty space, not quite an empty space in between, but I'm liking the looks of this so far. So if we can work our way up there, I'm going to keep cutting straight east and then I'll work my way north. Try to minimize the chances that we're going to run into any zombies from the hospital. Now we'll work our way north. Now I can just see the buildings up there. Let's take a look at our map again. Alright, so we do need to keep working our way over to the northeast. This is actually pretty good. Now, in my other playthrough we didn't have these, but this flashing Z indicates a zombie. Not really a horde, but it's a cluster of zombies, we'll say. So it's a way of knowing that there's a zombie grouping in the area. And with wandering zombie spawns on, the gameplay is quite different. I can't just clear and assume that everything's going to be completely clear and safe from then on. So your activity and the noise you make can generate new zombies in an area, and they will cluster towards sounds. So now I'm looking up here. We've got a zombie and a grabber zombie. So, oh, yuck. We're getting to a much larger area than I was hoping to get. I was hoping this was just a little four-way intersection or something, but so far it's all houses, which is good. One hardware store, that can actually be really useful early game. An antique store also can be really useful. We got another zombie grouping here. And what is this? We got a field. Ooh, that means there's a farm over here. Oh, I'm happy to see a farm. I'm debating moving that direction. Actually, what I'm really debating is leaving, getting back to our police station, and then just bunkering down till nighttime. I can probably get into some of these houses during the nighttime. I've got to be a lot more cautious in this playthrough. I've cranked up the difficulty with those wander spawns. What have I got in sight? So, animals, a tough zombie up north, grabber zombie nearby him. Alright, so far, just normal zombies. So, I've got an indication of another grouping this direction, though, just out of range of my view. This field indicates there's going to be a farm somewhere. So there will be a farmhouse and a barn, and you can get some really good tools, plus the field can have a lot of vegetables and such. So it's a really good starting area if you can find one away from a major residential area where there's so many zombies. So I've got the area scouted. I've got food and water back where I came from. I just really don't want to be out here during the daytime with wanderers spawns on. What else can we spot up here now? So a police station, that's good to see. Might have some weaponry. Sporting goods store, doctor's office. We've got a lot of good buildings here in the local area if we can survive them. Public Works has got a good chance for some tools like welding equipment, so I'm pretty happy all in all. Plus we've got the hospital, which I'd love to get into to show you guys if you're following my other playthrough. I hadn't yet located a hospital to get into, and they're, I won't say entertaining, because they're chock full of my most hated zombies, but they're a challenge, and I like to try to get into those once I'm a little better equipped. Less talking, more action. Let's see here. I'm going to detach the cursor real quick and just zoom around a bit. So we got some vehicles over here. I can see some items in the back of this vehicle. So I can't see what's in the trunks yet, but I can see that there's things sitting here. So, I'm not going to make it into that house during the daylight hours. What are these green boxes here? Oh, dumpsters. Single slot dumpsters? Usually I see bigger ones than that. And this vehicle's actually running. So we've got a flatbed truck, and you can see the exhaust right here, so it's actually operational. Now whether it has tires that are good, that tire's good. Huh, this might be a fully operational vehicle. Nope, no controls, so I wouldn't even be able to turn it off to save the gas, so the controls are totally busted, so... Almost got excited about seeing a working vehicle this early. Alright, well... I'm going to retreat. The safe play is to back off. I've got some food and water sources that I can rely on for a bit. It's going to be much, much safer to come out here during the nighttime to get some initial scavenging done in the various buildings that I'm seeing. I'd really like to investigate the farm area. I'm actually going to kind of move that direction until I can spot some zombies. Alright, there's a fat zombie I'm heading towards. I'm not worried about him, so... Let's take a look at our map so you can see the field's pretty big. And the zombie symbol has disappeared. Now we've got a number of blinking Z's up this direction, so let's keep moving this direction. If the fat... Is something following us? Did that grabber zombie actually start following us? Yep, something's following us. That guy spotted us from that far away? Huh, interesting. That's further than I would have expected, but that's the danger of being out during the daytime. So I've got a couple of zombies coming towards me now. I've got the fat zombie to the east and that standard zombie to the far north. How's our map looking? So that field's getting bigger and bigger. So everything inside this box basically is going to be a big field. There's a chance for quite a few vegetables to be scattered among those. The farmhouse, I'm going to guess, is going to be... I don't know, it could be the north or south border. I'm going to keep working my way that direction. Oop, moose on the screen somewhere. Gotta be careful of a moose. A moose will ruin my day right quick. Alright, what do we got there? There's the silo. So the barn and silo are down here, so I think the house is going to be somewhere around here as well. So that's actually good for me. It gets me away from this populated area. There's usually several zombies in the farm area, but I'm going to keep heading south and uncovering a bit of the map, see if I can uncover the farmhouse, make sure I know where it's at. We'll deal with that fat zombie when it gets a little closer. Not too concerned about him yet. And I need to know where that moose is. Weasel and turkeys, no problem. The moose is off my list, so alright. So we're just going to keep doing like this. You can see the fence line on the other side of the road there. That's the fence line for the fields. That is one big field area. I don't think I've seen one like that before, so I'm not sure what this place is. Silo, barn, and garage, so we're getting closer. So I'm liking the setup so far. If I can manage to get in there and clear it out, that would be great, because it's far enough away from the town area that I won't attract random hordes of zombies to me with a little bit of noise I make. But it's close enough that it's not a bad run up to the town, so I can do some scavenging. Plus, you can see there's a connecting road down here that there might be something at the intersection here, so we'll keep moving south and checking things out. Avoid the weasel. Fat zombie's still chasing us. Alright, we've got a helicopter crash site. Okay, now we can see a bit more. So the garage, a parking lot, and there is the ranch house. Alright, so there's the road entrance leading right to there. At the silo and the barn. So the barn's got the chance for some tools. Gonna have a lot of hay bales, which we can use some of. And then the ranch house. Another benefit of the farm is there's usually a well where you can draw fresh water. You still have to boil it for safety and to remove the bacteria and impurities and such, but it's a ready source of water, so I'm going to keep moving down, taking a look. That's definitely a good base opportunity. We just have to hope there's nothing really nasty in the farm area there that we're going to have to kill. So I'm going to bring the map up, and we're going to mark right here as a copter down site. Good source of metal materials if you can get over there with a digging tool to dig that up, and you can also find remnants of the helicopter's crew's equipment, so sometimes you'll find military gear, weapons and armor and such. But you better have a pretty good digging tool and some time and some strength and stamina in order to dig that out. Alright, everything is still looking good. I'm not seeing anything so far other than animals. I suspect there's going to be something inside the barn though. So any time now, I'm expecting to see if I can't quite see all the way in. So we're just going to keep moving over. Can't believe I'd get lucky enough to find an empty farm. There's a vehicle down here in the road as well. Is that a military vehicle? It's kind of looking like it. Let's zoom in, then detach that cursor again. Yep, it's got a turret. Oh, it's my technical. Huh. And it's got a perfectly good alternator and engine. Battery's a little worn. Oh, the wheels are gone, so not something I can just hop in and drive, but I can grab the ammo out of that mounted M60. It's got 308 ammo that we can strip out of that. So, alright. Zoom back out to the mid-level here. And I'm actually going to stop right here. So we've made it all the way to the building. I'm not going to explore anything this episode, so I'm going to bring the episode to a halt here, and I'm pretty happy. So just kind of an overview, this is what we've discovered. I'm really happy that we actually came out and took a look, and that I didn't go up into that town. I was this close from heading on up and trying to get into one of these buildings, and I think I would have just drawn too much zombie attention. I'm much happier being down here. I know there's probably some zombies going to be in the area, but I think I can handle them in this kind of an area. It's far away from any other sites that I can see, so any noise I make shouldn't be close enough to attract anything that's going to be dangerous to me. But it's got proximity to some good buildings up here. We've got a swamp and river supply. We've got forests we can go scavenge in, so I have no idea what's around the other edges. We'll need to scout those out, but things are really, really looking up, so I'm very happy. So I hope you're enjoying the episodes and the series that this is starting to become. I wasn't actually expecting it to go all that far, so hopefully it will turn into a series, and we can have some interesting adventures. So hope you are enjoying yourself, and look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And have a good day. Bye-bye.